What's up? It's Ayanis. I'm here with Infinite Vibes. Shout out to Moran and B-Lex. Check out my new single, A-Town, out now on all streaming platforms.
Yes, Sirski. You are tuning in to another edition of Infinite Vibes. I'm Moran, the man. I got the richest lady in the A. DJ B-Lex, who's smiling. You know what I'm saying? What's happening, sis?
I feel good. Got good energy around. You know what I'm saying? We got special guests right here. You know, she familiar though. You know what I'm saying? She at home. I really feel like she at home.
Absolutely,
with it, you know what I'm saying?
man. Family to pull back up on us. Family. Please introduce yourself to our listeners, Queen.
What's up, Infinite Vibes? It's Ayanis, the R&Bop superstar. You already know.
Hey.
She got that vibe to it. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how you feeling, Ayanis?
I feel like, I would definitely say a 10. I feel blessed.
That's good.
I'm in a really good space.
You grateful?
Yes. I've been in a lot of gratitude because there have definitely been a lot of things that have happened like in my life that could have made me not be in gratitude, but I feel like you have to stay in that like through whatever you're going through.
100%. And I can feel you because I had some shit go down today.
Yeah.
I got to be grateful for the good shit. Yeah, like,
you got to. Because the devil will test you. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to stay level-headed and have gratitude always, because then a blessing will come. So.
That part.
That's a little.
But you got something new right here.
On my little grill. I went to the flea market for that.
Yo, the flea market. I remember going to the flea market for like spray painted shirts and stuff like that.
I got my sneakers from there in my new video.
Oh, they spray painted them?
Yeah.
Which one you go to out here?
The flea market 285. So over there off Glenwood. Is that Glenwood?
Yep, East Side.
Yeah, East Side.
I ain't gonna hold
She
you.
was fine.
I gotta check them out because I might want to get something over there.
But I got my grill at the flea market. Dang, Metropolitan.
Yeah, that's where everybody's getting cheap ass grills from. Yeah,
get you a nice affordable.
Hell yeah, get you a nice little affordable grill. For sure. Absolutely.
It's gold. It's still gold. So
that's all that matters.
Exactly.
That's what's up. It gives style, aesthetic. It's the vibe.
Yeah. I always wanted one.
Yeah.
So when we shot A-Town, I was like, I gotta get me.
That's that real A-Town shit.
Real
The
A-Town.
first grill, fun fact, the first grill I ever bought was from Atlanta. My daddy took me when I was in 7th grade, right?
Yep.
Real ratchet shit. But
It's all
anyway,
good.
he drove me all the way from Chattanooga, Tennessee, took me to Atlanta, and I was exposed to the whole culture. Like, they had grills. I went to motherfucking Underground. Like, that's when Underground was lit.
They're trying to bring Underground back.
Yeah, they trying.
Yeah, that's fire.
Sure, it's gonna come back. Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Dope.
Hard.
So 2023 has been an interesting year. I feel like this has been a year of change for a lot of people.
Yes,
a lot of people are stepping into different spaces with their crafts. So it's been brought to our attention that Ayanis is now fully independent.
Yes.
Fully independent artist. Congratulations.
We gotta celebrate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm independent now. So I was signed for about 5 years, almost 5 years.
It's been that long?
Yeah, it was like almost 5 years. It was like 4.5. Yeah.
Damn.
It was a minute. And I think I saw y'all like, what, 2 years ago? 3 years?
Something like that.
The pandemic happened, right?
Yeah, the pandemic hated on everybody.
Right.
Yeah, the pandemic hated.
Right, for sure. And I feel like I kind of got caught in the middle of that too as an artist. You know, I put out a project in the middle of the pandemic and I couldn't perform it. I couldn't go outside. And it's super important, especially when you're coming up, to go outside, perform your records, touch the people, see the DJs, everything. I couldn't do any of that for like 2 years. Yeah. So I feel like that kind of hit me hard. But now I'm in such a good space. I'm trying to just create new music and, you know, push it forward. I feel like Ayanis, I'm still a superstar.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, independence has great things about it as well. Yes. You know, being able to consistently just drop music when you want and, you know, just be more, I don't know how to say it, but just you can go outside and really touch the people.
You outside.
Yeah. You can definitely, like, it's not as many restrictions, meaning like, you know, when you're signed, you kind of have to get everything approved, which isn't a bad thing, you know, because it's just you have more people's opinions when you're putting out your music or figuring out your sound or things like that, which can be a great thing because community is everything. But it's also like, as an artist, you're trying to figure yourself out, what you want to do and how you want to sound, how you want to look. And yeah, I'm in a good space though.
That's what matters.
That's what matters.
That's what matters.
So do you still have the same team like with Chris and Prince Charles?
No, so, and shout out to Island Prolific. I'm like fully independent right now. So it's like me, my manager, I have a creative director, and a choreographer.
Shout out to them.
Yeah,
okay.
shout out to Tierra. Shout out to Lyric London. Yes.
That's what bosses do though. This is not nothing abnormal.
Yeah, I had to start like over in a way, which I think is a great thing because sometimes I feel like you got to start over. You got to hit the reset button. And I feel like through the years of me being signed, I learned myself. I feel like when you kind of go into it, you know, it's my dream. This is my dream music.
Absolutely.
I love it so much.
Absolutely.
And when you go into it, you're kind of like so excited. You don't really know the business. You don't really know how everything works. And you're just, you know, going through it. But then when you finally start putting out music and you learn how it goes, you're understanding your business and you're learning yourself as an artist.
Right.
What I want to say in my music, who is my audience? When you go in a room, what does Ayanis sound like? What does it feel like? What are you wearing? I feel like it has to be that specific. And it took me a while to figure out what Ayanis is. So, but we here now.
That's the
A-Town shit.
Atlanta.
A-Town shit. She give me that vibe.
Ayanis is us. Ayanis is American Deli. Ayanis is Cascade.
Okay.
Man, what else? Ayanis is So Def in the 90s.
Yeah.
Ayanis is bass music. You know, this is real. This is real.
Real Atlanta shit.
For real. And I worked with Jermaine Dupri before. Shout out to Jermaine.
Hey.
Fire, y'all.
Yeah.
To even work with him, he can stay up all night, like in the studio and like work. And he's vegan, so he was like eating his almonds. It was fire.
Oh, that's dope.
He like stay up all night.
He wasn't drugged up. He just over there.
No, yeah, just good energy.
No lean.
No.
JD don't drink lean.
No lean. He really was just like up. He had a lot of energy. I've noticed when I work with a lot of the OGs, they can like stay up all night and work. And I'm not saying that the younger kids can't, but the OGs, you could tell that they come from a different cloth because they've been doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
They've been doing that all night shit.
So it's like I can stay up all night. We create 3, 4 records, 5 records, you know. But yeah, that's me.
Real.
Yeah, that's you. That's you.
ATL, Cascade, what you name? American Deli.
Man, American Deli. What else is Atlanta? What else we do in Atlanta? Go East Side, Golden Glide. About Southwestern Cab versus Stevenson. I don't know. I just try to throw random Atlanta stuff out there.
What side of town you from?
Southside.
Hey. yes.
Southside.
We here.
And I feel like, I don't know. I love everything about how I came up and everything that I have going on now because I feel like it's true to me and who I am. Like, I feel like the authenticity, I feel like it became more authentic. Ayanis.
That's real.
One thing I can always say about Ayanis, man, Ayanis is a hard worker. Because Ayanis is definitely somebody, the first time I met her, she definitely left an impression.
Thank you.
You did. Like, why you acting all surprised?
She knows she fine.
She knows she fine. Ayanis.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, you know, it's just to see you in this new space for me it's really dope.
Thank you.
It's really dope.
And you feel good. You humble about it too.
Thank
it's
you.
like you know that you deserve to get to that side of where it's like,
It's
this
gonna
is
happen.
me. Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Everything happens for a reason, right? Like I feel like no story, no glory. If you don't go through anything, if you don't experience, if you don't learn, I mean, how can you succeed for real?
Nah, for real.
No, most of the people that I know that are super successful, they had to put in the work. You can't go around it. You have to put in the work.
You really can't.
So
what have you discovered so far with your sound? Something new. Tell us some new stuff you discovered with your sound.
you know, I've always been a performer, so I always want to incorporate production that has those elements. Because I think about a show. When I'm putting together a show, what can we do with the production? What can the drummer do? What can the guitarist do? How can we build around it? So I stay true to that. But I feel like telling my story more in my music, like, you know, obviously women, we talk about relationships and just talking about the stuff that I used to be afraid. I used to be very afraid to talk about just certain things and touch on things. And it was like, it's your story. You know what I mean? And you're probably going to help somebody else out by saying, oh, yeah, this is what I went through with this guy. Oh, my God, girl, me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being relatable. I think that's something I had gotten out of my head and realized that perfection is everything. You really got to be you.
Exactly.
I used to be in a space of like everything has to be perfect, and it's like no, everything needs to be real. Yeah,
that's a bar. Yeah, no, for
everything
real.
needs to be real,
organic, like you said.
Yeah, like you need to feel like you got a sense of who I am.
Yeah,
and not like who you think I'm trying to be. So,
yeah. That's dope. That's dope. Because, for somebody, you're independent, and to the outside looking in, they see the label, they see Wiz Khalifa feature, they see all this cool stuff, but you're openly acknowledging, I'm starting over. To some people that could be scary. To some people, So like, where does the confidence come from?
Yes, I'm not gonna hold you. In the beginning, I don't think I was the most confident because I was kind of like, oh shit, like okay, what do we do now?
No, for real.
But then it's like, actually, we can do a lot now. You know what I'm saying? We can, whatever, I can paint the sky purple if I want to, and I think, having the experiences of the features and having the label experience, it was great. Because again, it taught me a lot about business. It taught me a lot about artistry. It taught me a lot about myself, my mental, what I can handle, what I can't handle. That whole experience, I feel like shaped me to this point. So starting over, at first, realistically, I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? But then it was like I said, I kind of looked at the silver lining in it all because everything happens for a reason. And I feel like in today's time, you really need to build and cultivate a fan base. That doesn't matter if you're signed, if you're not signed. Like, that was something that took me years to understand. Like, you can put out great songs, because I had great songs that I feel like are hits that people just haven't discovered yet because they're not aware. You have so much music dropping every week. You got 60 to 100,000 songs dropping every week.
That's a lot of songs.
That's a lot of music coming out. So trying to make noise within the noise, the biggest thing, cultivating your fan base. And I feel like that's something that I need to do. Because, realistically, I would love to be in another situation, right? But I just want to build a fan base, too. I want it to be like Ayanis, the A-Team, like the ride or die.
The A-Team.
For me. Yeah, the A-Team. That's my fan base. Shout out to the A-Team.
Yeah, the A-Team. We're going to speak that. The A-Team is about to be huge. The A-Team is about to be massive.
Thank you. Yeah. It's important. Because I think people focus, especially a lot of artists I know, we focus when we're coming up on, why they not fucking with me? Why people ain't fucking with me? They're not rocking with me. It's simply, you need to focus on who is fucking with you.
That part.
Don't focus on who's not fucking with you. It doesn't matter because they will catch up later. When you catch a song, it's almost like, I've seen it a zillion times. I've seen a lot of people become successful. And I never look at it as like, why them, not me? I'm not like that type of person. I'm like, that's inspiring to me. Because when you get your turn, because if you're working, you're going to get your turn. And it's about how long you stretch your turn. You get what I'm saying? Because you can turn it into a legacy. But sorry, I didn't mean to ramble.
No.
That's real.
That's what we need.
You're speaking some real shit.
I'm rambling.
It's cool.
But like on the real, like just you gotta cultivate your fan base and who you are, and stay true to you and tell your story. And that's what I've been learning for myself.
Story.
Yeah.
How are you going to because you're right. Cultivating a fan base is so important because you don't need a radio hit. You don't need a Grammy to have sold out shows of thousands of people.
Yeah.
Facts.
So like if you got a core fan base, what are the steps that need to be taken for your point of view? Like that you should do? Like, is it you performing in your city more?
Yeah.
Or like,
I definitely think, putting out music consistently, marketing yourself today in 2023 is like so important. Like TikTok, I know y'all see and everybody's like, it's just an app, whatever. But TikTok is the music industry right now.
TikTok is Berry Gordy, y'all.
So many songs. Like when you hear them, I'm like, I heard that song before because of TikTok, right? But just using your resources, marketing yourself, consistently dropping music, not thinking you too good for anything. Like get outside and meet people and touch people and have fun. Right. I feel like cultivating a fan base is literally just you being you consistently, and whoever gravitates to it, they're gonna tell someone, and they're gonna tell someone. Like when I first found out about Drake, my brother, this is when you had burned CDs, right? He's playing the CD for me in the car, and I'm like, who is that? Me, my dad, everybody's like, who is that? Word of mouth to me is still one of the strongest forms of marketing. Right? Because if you tell somebody, hey, look at this. I think this is fire. And like, oh, it is. They're probably going to show like 2 or 3 more people.
You're right.
Even if they don't tell you.
You're right.
You know, and people, even if they don't repost, they screenshot, they share, they DM. Like, this is how it goes. But cultivating a fan base, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
For sure. But at the same time, you can weed out who's really for you and who's not.
Absolutely.
That's important.
For sure. Can we touch on, because you said in that amazing breakdown, you said don't be too cool for anything.
Yeah.
And I want to throw this out there because the first, I don't know if you remember, but the very first time I met you, you had a show at Aisle 5.
Yeah.
And you was in there before you perform and after you perform.
Yeah.
You talked to everybody.
Yeah.
Shook everybody's hand. You weren't ashamed to walk up to people. Hi, I'm Ayanis. I'm an artist. Like you weren't as people say, you weren't afraid to look lame.
Yeah.
You weren't afraid to look like that.
Yeah.
So talk to our listeners about the importance of just basically getting out your own way.
Yeah.
Because you never know who you could be talking to.
No, that's a fact. Like, you have to get out, as you said, out your own way and out your head. Because if you're an artist and you're saying, I want people to check out my music and connect with me and my story and what I have going on, you have to first be a person, right? You need to connect with people. Relationships are super important.
Very.
And you being heard and getting out there, your number one source first is going to be you. So I know some people have anxiety. I feel like sometimes I can get anxious in certain situations. I think we all can because we can just get in our head. But you can't be too cool for anything because, like you said, you don't know who you're talking to. Somebody else might know somebody else. And even if they don't, we're all people. Yeah. Right? Like, everybody wants to be treated like they matter because they do. We all do. And I feel like sometimes you get so successful and some people get to a point like, I'm better than everything. And it's like, no, because as it was given to you, it can be taken away.
Facts.
And the people is really what makes the artist.
Facts.
The fans, the supporters. If it wasn't for them, you would have no show. You would have no people listening. You would have no monthly listeners. You wouldn't have anything. No. So, I mean, obviously, God gives us blessings. That's a fact. Nobody can take away what God's going to give you.
Right.
But I just say all that to say that people are important.
Yeah.
Because that's who's listening to your music. That's who's connecting to you. You got to get out there and smile and let that idea of like, I'm too good to like, why? No, you're not, because that could be a fan.
Yeah.
You could turn anybody into, I kind of used to be like that too. Sometimes I would be places and I would be chilling and my friends would be like, tell them about your music. And I'd be like, no, I'm just chilling. No, tell them. And I'd be like, all right. Hey, what's up, y'all? My name's Ayanis. Like, sometimes I would be chilling it, but I actually, like you said, I love to go up to people and tell them I'm an artist, check out my music. They ask me what's my vibe. I tell them I'm the R&B princess.
R&B, new genre.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah,
because Ayanis hard, man.
No, thank you. I was just talking about that. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you straight.
When you were saying, like, even with the social media area, like, with artists, you don't have to. How can I say it? Put out so much money into videos and stuff like that. Like now, people just want to see you in a setting like this with a camera. Yes, you singing your songs and putting captions on there. Like now, that's the whole thing. Like, and that can blow you up.
You made like the best point ever. I think you have to pay attention to what's going on outside to do music. Like, if you're not paying attention. We literally
just had this.
No, that's a fact. The conversation. This is a fact.
Break it down.
People don't know. If you're not paying attention to what's going on outside, how could you even, like, the culture moving so fast? Music is moving fast, the way it's being consumed. Like I said, you got TikTok, you got Twitch, you've got podcasts like Infinite Vibes. Hey. And the internet has taken everything by storm. You have to really just try to cut through the noise. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what other way, like, to say than to put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah.
Dope. Well, one way Ayanis has definitely put herself out there is slapping everybody in the face with this new record.
Hey,
slapping everybody, punched everybody in the face. A-Town. Dancing her ass off, y'all.
She can dance.
She can dance. She can dress.
Thank you.
Ayanis fire,
no,
man.
for real.
Ayanis
it's
hard.
refreshing to see because we just see this.
Can I say something?
What's up?
Because y'all, I had a little brain fart.
Oh shit.
So, but to what you were saying about videos, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And songs, you have to really like let a song, catch before you shoot a video to it. I feel like that's I feel like now it makes more sense to kind of let it catch, then shoot a video to it.
You were just saying, didn't I just?
Nah, that's true.
And that's true. I feel like obviously if you want to build a legacy and things like that, because that's what I wanted to do for A-Town. I put out a new single and I wanted people to it's more a part of my story. Like, oh, Ayanis, she's from Atlanta. It gives you identity. Right. But it makes sense now, especially if you're independent, or even if you're not independent, to let a song catch, then shoot the video, because then you have a demand for it, because people aren't watching videos like they used to. Right. And you just want to do things when they make sense. Yeah. You want people to want stuff.
They demand. Mm-hmm.
That part.
Because it's going to get received even better.
That part.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you do have a song. I mean, you're independent. Ayanis with the word. Ayanis with the word. Amen.
I just wanted to answer her question. I was like, wait, I wanted to say something about that too.
Pastor Ayanis.
Thank you.
Bishop Ayanis.
Yeah.
Bishop Ayanis.
My granddaddy is a pastor.
Shout out to the granddaddy.
Hey, shout out to your granddaddy. That's all right. So you do have a record with Bangladesh, and he is a GOAT.
Yes.
He is a legend in his own right.
Yes.
How did this relationship form?
Wow. Working with Bangladesh was like a dream come true. I just want to say that first. And he's mad cool.
He is.
Like, he is cool as fuck.
Very.
I don't know any other way to say it. I was introduced to him through my A&R and Chris and Charles.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so they introduced us, and we had this record, we had this idea, because I was already recording some songs that were kind of like the new era that I'm in now. And I got to play him the record that we were working on, and he was like really fucking with it. And then after that, I just think we vibed and clicked instantly. And I want us to do some more stuff. We definitely gonna work and do some more stuff.
Can't wait.
But Bangladesh is so fire. That was a dream come true. Because if y'all know, okay, this man is a legend. He's like very humble.
Yeah.
But
he got some bangers.
He got some smashes.
That's a versus I don't think nobody want.
Yeah, like Bangladesh.
Yeah.
So talented, so fire, and humble. And I just think that's why he'll forever be like a legend. You know what I'm saying? I love how all of the OGs are very like, yeah, go pop my shit, but like, you know what I mean? Look at my discography.
Not for real.
So shout out to Bangladesh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's mad cool. We for sure gonna get some more records in. Yeah. A-Town is a smash.
100%.
Yes, and I'm not just saying that because it's me. But it is.
It is.
Yes, it is.
But A-Town is, when you hear the 808s and the progression of the song and everything that he did in the song, it's kind of like, whoa, like what's going on? And then just, my country twang, I put my own sauce over it, and also just had fun with the record. Yeah. And I feel like the video, y'all make sure y'all go check out the video.
Check out the video. Love it.
It's fire. I shot that while I was independent. Mm-hmm. And we just had fun with it. Like, shout out to all the dancers that pulled up. I posted a flyer and I was like, hey, if y'all are available on Sunday, pull up. And a lot of people hit me up. Mm-hmm. And I actually forgot to hit some people back. So if I didn't hit you back, I apologize, because it was just like a lot going on. It was a lot going on. Yeah, I was doing a 2-day shoot. Mm-hmm. So we shot the first 2 days at the Beauty Supply and the Trap House. And then the second day was the dance scene and the strip club. Mm-hmm. So it was just a lot going on.
Right.
But to everybody that pulled up to the video, like, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Like, I cried when I got home, because I just you never know who's gonna, if people will show up or not, and it was really beautiful. And
I would have never known that you had just posted it and they just pulled up, because everybody was so like,
it looks like very
organized and
it looked like it had a call sheet.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah,
or y'all did like choreography.
So shout out to Lyric London. Okay. He's my choreographer. He directed the video. He shot the video. Ooh. He edited the video. He styled the video. Ooh. He did everything. He did everything. Yeah. He's a real creative. He's like that. Yeah, he's different. I just have to shout him out. Lyric London, he's the GOAT. Mm-hmm. But yes, so the choreography was already, we had rehearsals and things like that, because I was a part of a mentorship program that my choreographer had going on. So I was doing like dance training with them. So that mentorship program was also in my video. Nice. Yeah. So that was fire. And then all the other dancers, they pulled up because like they wanted to be part of the video, and then extras and supporters and whoever wanted to like pull up and and some people was like happy to meet me, and I was happy to meet them. It was great. It was really,
that's real.
It was a beautiful thing to see. You know, I was like, okay,
look at you glowing.
You are really like this one right here. Like I said, Ayanis will always just have like a special place in my heart. Like,
Thank
bro,
you.
A-time. Y'all both for the south side too.
Yeah, we both for the south side.
Yeah.
South side in the building.
That's
what it is.
This new energy of Ayanis, like you can just feel it. You can just feel Ayanis is really about to do even more bigger things.
Thank you.
And you know, we just happy for you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations in advance.
Thank you.
Congratulations in advance.
I really do appreciate y'all having me and bringing me here.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, we got more on the way for sure.
Yeah.
So before we wrap, we always, because you've been here before, so we always just like to encourage our guests to just provide positive words of affirmation. So what are some more advice? Because you've been definitely on your pastor sermon this whole interview.
Oh my God.
You definitely channeled your
To give God the glory.
Absolutely. You've channeled your inner Creflo. So what is some more advice?
Not Creflo, like
Your inner Creflo.
Okay, you funny. That's hilarious. You are funny. Oh my God. Sorry, that was funny. Okay. Shout out to Creflo.
Shout out to Creflo.
that nigga got a mansion on the south side.
He a Southside legend.
And that mansion is motivation.
So Creflo Dollar's a Southside legend for real.
Well, I done passed his mansion. I'm like, oh shit.
For sure. So what are some more advice that Queen Ayanis can provide to anybody that just needs any type of encouragement, advice, whatever?
Oh man, I just would say, you know, I don't got the perfect words, but keep going. And I'm saying that to myself too. Mm-hmm. Because you really just never know. Any day something could pop. So be consistent and be you and be out loud. And don't I feel like I used to care a lot about a lot of things, but then you kind of realize like everybody's in their own world, in their own bubble. They don't really care. You know what I mean? So like, do what you want to do and have fun with it. That's what I would say to any artist. Like, have fun and do whatever it is you want to do sonically, however you want to dress, whatever you want to represent, because somebody out there will fuck with it. That's a fact. There's plenty of people like you. There's no one that is you, but there are plenty of people that can relate to you. Right. So that's what I would say. Just walk in your truth and the most authentic version of yourself and put that in your music. Okay, keep going. That's my word. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to get to where you want to be. It's only a matter of time. Yeah. So,
Queen Ayanis, the future is bright.
Thank you.
We definitely gonna have a lot more of these types of conversations.
Thank you.
Man, a lot is on its way to you.
Thank you.
So
I appreciate that. For real. Like, I know people say that all the time, but I really, really do appreciate that. Because you've been, and I said this, I think, too, in the other interview, but you've been rocking with me for a minute. And I always, like, genuine relationships like that are hard to come by. So I just appreciate it.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you, y'all.
Infinite vibes, family conversation. I feel like our little cousin came to the crib.
She did.
That's how I feel. Yeah, I got you.
What flavor you got? The red?
Hey, the red or the grape?
Why is it the colors?
I'm not right. Like, that matters.
Black, bro. That's just some black shit.
That shit matter though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't have the flavor nobody don't fuck with.
Okay.
Ain't nobody gonna drink that shit.
You never got two things in this house that match.
Never.
Ham, no burger.
That'll get on my nerves too though. Like, no.
Hey, man.
Need the sugar for the Kool-Aid.
Okay.
Eat it.
Need the milk for the cereal.
Eat it.
Like, we need
Okay. Funny. Hey, Infinite Vibes. Ayanis is in the building.
Yes.